Firstly, Grant, thanks for joining us. What does it mean to you to be awarded the testimonial?
No, it was obviously, when I seen the news, it was amazing. Like before the start of the season, a lot of boys were speaking about it, and I just kind of shrugged it off because maybe at lower league it's like maybe not as big a thing. But I was delighted when the club says that they're going to grant it, and to share it with obviously Big Robbo was it will be good for both of us.
In terms of yourself, 298 games, 13 goals, 10 seasons, 5 managers, plenty of ups and downs along the way. Could you have predicted your connection to the club when you were kind of battling out to win a contract?
I mean, like at the start, when I first came in, it was really just to try and keep myself within professional football, if I was being honest. I played 6 months for free, so that just in case like there was a chance to go back full time, it would happen, and then so be it, nothing came up. But do I regret it signing here? Absolutely not. It's been some of the best football I've endured at the club. Some good, some lows. I've played numerous positions, played some big games, so it's been enjoyable.
What does the club mean to you? Obviously, over the 10 years, you're bound to have kind of formed an attachment.
No, I think so. It's the people as well at the club. It's been predominantly the same faces as well over those 10 years, which has made it special. And I think that connection's made it most in the fans. I think now you'll probably start to see a different generation coming in the door now as I get a bit older. So hopefully they still remember who I am, because it was a long time before I first started off. But no, it's definitely a connection that will stay with me forever.
How do you think you've changed as a player? Obviously, when you first joined, predominantly your first season kind of played right back. As you say, you've played just about every other position as well. Now kind of firmly settled in central midfield. Yeah,
that's what kind of. I did actually come here as a central midfielder, but Keith Knox at the time literally needed a right back. There was plenty of boys in midfield, but I was just happy to be playing each week. It's been tough to get back in the middle of the park, because considering the amount of talent that we've had playing in there, and as you say, I've had to fill in numerous positions. At times I've been playing off the striker or playing out wide, but some of the highlights I've actually seen over the goal. My assists have been alright, so maybe I should get back out in that right wing. But no, it's definitely helped me grow my game as well, just playing in different positions with different people.
Is it just goalkeeper you reckon you've probably not played that one?
Is this quite a sad thing? I've actually been hoping maybe a comfortable game, maybe we're up 5 or 6-0 and the goalie goes off and I can go in. But that is the only position that I've probably yet to play.
How do you reckon the team's performed this season?
It's obviously been up and down. There's been some really good performances. I think just this season we've been lacking putting consecutive performances together, and it's cost us quite a few points. There's been some late goals we've conceded, games we were well and truly on top of, and just not took the points, and points matter. But there's still enough there to come with a respectable league finish and then keep building.
As you've got older and got more games under your belt, is the way you watch and analyse games, has that changed for you?
100%. When you're younger, you don't really think about it as much because you're full of energy. You can get about the pitch a bit more. You think, maybe it's quite selfish, you think more about yourself. As you get older, you start to realise what others are good at, the way they play, how it probably helps the team a bit more. And when you get a bit older, you prefer to see the younger boys flourish and you kind of help them. So it definitely has changed my perspective of the game.
When you're starting out, is it kind of focusing on, if I do my job correctly, I know I've done something right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I think at the time as well, when you're young, you're still chasing aspects of going high as you can. So as I say, you are full of energy, you want to be everywhere on the pitch. And then when you are younger, you still do have the older heads guiding you through a game. So I suppose I've been lucky that way as well. The squads that I have played with have had a good mix between old and young, and it's helped me where I am now.
Who were the kind of older heads when you were starting out?
There was quite a few, I hope you don't mind me saying that. There was obviously Michael Moore, there was Sharpie at left back. I suppose even guys like Stephen Ogle and that were still pretty predominant players. So there was a lot, and then even if we go through the generations, like when Tiff came in and the likes of that, so there's been a lot. I think that's the good thing we've always had at Stranraer. This year we do predominantly have a younger team, like myself, obviously being out injured. You can only go in at half time, but no, it's definitely helped me in my career.
In terms of the injury, I think you're right in saying not played since August 12th. Can you give us an update kind of where you are?
It's just been an injury that's been up and down. At first we didn't think it was that bad until I did get the MRI scan. So there was an avulsion fracture, the ligaments come off the bone, and also two torn ligaments as well. So the healing process has just taken a long time. At the moment it's definitely a stage where I'm getting better. And I've been advised that I can start running again within maybe the next couple of weeks, so hopefully if that goes well it's then back on, like twisting, turning and then back involved, so hopefully it's not too long.
How frustrating is it when it's an injury like that, where there isn't a kind of definitive timescale? Like if you broke a bone, they say it's going to be X number of weeks. With this, it's kind of wait and see how you react to things.
That's been it really, because of the type of injury. It's been like combating against each injury. So when the ligaments have been getting, the tendons have been getting weaker, and they're trying to build them up, and it's been really difficult. I was actually saying to like some of the boys, I never seem to pick up your standard, 2 to 3 week strain. Everything I get is more on the severe side, but it's part of the game, I suppose, especially when you're in midfield maybe tackling like that. So it is frustrating, it is, because you want to be out there, and when the boys can come in, even if it is a win or we get beat, you still don't feel as part of it. But hopefully we're back involved in that soon.
What are you able to do in terms of kind of keeping your fitness up at the moment?
Really, it's just at gym work, as much as I can do. Keeping the kind of ankle offloaded, so like being on the spin bike, I've been swimming a couple of times as well. So there is things, but to be honest with you, nothing compares to going back and running about there on the pitch, especially in the lower leagues, because the game can be so frantic at times. So really, it will just hopefully come back naturally once I'm back on the pitch.
I was going to say, obviously you're still about the club, you're still coming down to the games, etc. Do you miss the buzz of going into the dressing room or being out on the park, the kind of banter between the players?
Yeah, 100%, because once the kind of team names, you feel as if you want to kind of leave the boys to get ready, have their moment in time to get ready. There's only probably certain times you can step in and out of it. As I say, sometimes I'll go in at half time and maybe speak to some of them, because you do get maybe a better vantage point from the stadium. So it does have that kind of advantage to it, but it's not the same when you're involved with it, and it's hard to maybe critique or tell somebody to do something when you're not out there with them. So it's got its advantage but disadvantages at the same time.
Well, thanks very much for joining us, and fingers crossed you're back out in the park soon.
Hopefully soon, thank you very much.